Hello and welcome to the podcast. I realized that my first attempt at recording this, my microphone wasn't even on. I'm double checking that it is now. It is on. I felt so stupid. I have to record a whole half hour again. Can you believe it? Anyway, again, welcome to the podcast. Season 1, Episode 1, baby. I thought that, I'm terrible at getting guests. I'm the worst. I thought I'd be my own guest. Wow, creative, original. I know. I thought as an introduction, it would be best to get the narcissism out of the way, answer the questions that you may have about me. I don't know if you want my life story. I have a Draw My Life for that. But if you want my life story, I will gladly tell it. So yeah, let's just start. My name is Catriona Jane Fasion Roberts, but you can call me Cat. I know I probably shouldn't be saying my full name. Like, suddenly you're going to be able to Google me, Google all my bank information, hack me. Do it. Do it, coward. Do it. But I think I just say it because so many people, they always think that Fasion is pronounced fashion because, that's how it's spelt. But oh no. The Fasion family has been around for longer than fashion has, as the word has probably existed. I mean, I doubt it. I did a family tree project in middle school. I don't think it traced that far back. I think probably like someone in my family used it as a stage name and then suddenly it carried on or something to do. Yeah. So anyway, I use she her pronouns. That is important because even as a cis woman, can you believe I'm a woman? I'm 20. I'm a woman. Even as a cis woman, I have to, I put my pronouns out there. I tell people, hi, I'm Kat. I use she, her pronouns because I have a large LGBTQ friend group. I say large, it's like 5 people. And I mean, I know quite a few trans, like, I have trans classmates. Yeah, I do. I don't know why it's taking me so long to compute that. Yeah, I do. But there have been times when they've been misgendered or something by a teacher, and you're just like, hi, please don't do that. That does not make them feel safe at all. But yeah, it's good to clarify what pronouns you have. Hey, listen, if you're cis, that means you identify with the gender you were born with, just in case, I know some people come to me to, ask for LGBTQ advice. I know quite a few, like, when I came out way before I started my Dollstagram account, but when people found out that I was gay, they'd be like, Kat, how did you know? Or what does this mean? Like, I had to explain what pansexual meant a lot of the time. And I mean, like, I don't mind. I will be your gay mom. Come to mama, please. um, I'm fine with explaining literally everything, but there are better LGBTQ educators. Like, come on, don't have to turn to me. I should be your last resort. Anyway, now that I've given you my name and my age accidentally, I'm just kidding. My age is public on my Instagram. I should probably tell you what I'm doing. So I'm currently studying psychology and English at San Francisco University, where I think also at least 2 more people in my friend group are also studying. And I spent a lot of my time there before, the pandemic was like, hi, how are you? Oh, it's like that meme, the hey, how y'all doing? That's the pandemic. But I miss. Is it weird to say that I miss school? I miss learning. I'm a nerd. I miss learning. No, but I miss being face to face, being able to touch other people. Is that weird? Like, I mean, I've been cuddling with Maria, so it's fine, but like, still, I miss high fiving people. You gotta do that with your elbows now. I mean, like, sure, it's basically the same, but you don't have the momentum anymore. But I miss hanging out with Gabe. Gabe, my Gabe, best friend, he called himself that. He called himself that. Um, I think I'm roughly 5 inches taller than him. I think he's 5'10". You can do the maths. Um, he's a short king. I said 5'10" isn't even that small. I'm just a giraffe. Again, my laughs. I'm so sorry that you have to listen to this. But that's what you're gonna have to deal with. But Gabe is so fun. We've probably carried each other into psychology lectures at least twice, like piggyback riding. I posted about that. I'm sorry. I think we cartwheel in like one day, but we only ever do the silly stuff during like midday lectures. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a time. I want to say like 12. Yeah, 12. 12 is when we do those kinds of things. But, early morning lectures, no can do. Too tired. We probably pulled an all-nighter last night. We need coffee. And luckily, my professor, no, our professor, she has a coffee machine. Well, it's like a barista machine because you can also do hot chocolate, which is, milk. Unless you're lactose intolerant like me and you use not milk. I mean, it's called milk, but we all know it's not made from the dairy. Technically, I could have goat's milk, but, prefer oat milk. Most sustainable. Fun fact, if you want to be sustainable, I just have oat milk just because it's, I don't know, just tastes the best out of all the milks. Nut milk that's a bad word. Not like a bad word as in like a swear word, but like a bad word as in it's like an uncomfortable word. Like moist, If you get uncomfortable with the word moist, you should get uncomfortable with the word nut milk. But yeah, true story. I do coffee runs. In an early morning psychology or English lecture. I go to the front of the class, pay my teacher like a $5 bill maybe. Get everyone in the lecture hall coffee or hot cocoa. If they don't like caffeine, probably also get them a tea if I could. Hand them out, get everyone to wake up. And, other than being a student, woo, I am also a vlogger. Subscribe to me on YouTube. And I'm also now a pod host, because I'm saying podcast and podcast host at the same time. So I'm saying pod host, but podcast host. I mostly do the vlogging for fun. I post once a month, a 1-minute video once a month. Does that sustain you? Does that sustain you, audience? Does that sustain you? And oh my god, filming fun. I take like hours of footage. In my quarantine hyperfixations, I probably got like 10 minutes of me dancing to Say So by Doja Cat because I can't tell you how many takes there are of me getting the arms wrong. You'll know which arms. The focus part. You get what I mean. Or like, I trip a lot. In my Pride Month vlog, I slipped and I fell. I still have a bruise there on my leg. It's horrible. I also have one on my shoulder from that same fall. Anyway, so yeah, I am incredibly clumsy. But yeah, so I get like hours of footage and I have to edit that down to 1 minute. And the only reason I do it for 1 minute is because I know a lot of my followers have like a short attention span. If you're listening to this and you haven't clicked off by now, congratulations. I feel like I'm just assuming you could have a long attention span. I don't know you personally. I'm assuming. I'm so sorry. Cancelled. I'm cancelled for assuming things. She's cancelled. Oh, God. I'm editing it just to be that short. It's tedious. It takes so long. Especially when you're like getting distracted by, for example, your girlfriend just being incredibly hot in front of you. I say that. Maria just walked by in like an oversized hoodie and baggy trousers. I'm turning with my dad. Baggy pants. She just walks around and I'm just like hot and sexy. I'm so sorry. It's like, wow. Hearing cats say sexy? I've said it before, I think. Not in my vlogs. Can't say it in my vlogs. Gonna get taken down by YouTube. Scandalous. But yeah, I just not only my girlfriend, it's also my cat. My cat Cheeto. I love Cheeto so much. We got him in 2019. The shelter said that he was an orange tabby. Oh, he's so cute. He's like a little pumpkin, but actually he's a Cheeto because he looks like he looks like a white cat that's been rolled around in Cheeto dust. You get the idea, right? Right? Cheeto dust. Because you know how much it sticks. Oh, I found the trick for that. Basically, what we do is when we get like Chinese takeout, or like sushi takeout, just like any Asian food takeout where they use chopsticks. Obviously, I'm not like Indian food takeout. I don't think they use chopsticks because Asia is large. I'm generalizing. I'm so sorry, but whenever we get like chopsticks with our takeout, we like to recycle them. And one way that I do that is I use the chopsticks to eat the Cheetos so that I don't get the Cheeto dust all over my fingers. But I mean, like, yeah, that is the best part of having Cheetos, like licking your fingers. But sometimes, like, I'm too lazy, or it's like I'm having Cheetos before bed. Like, whenever I say Cheetos, like, my cat just looks at me. He knows. He knows. He knows I'm talking about him. No, I'm talking about the snack. I'm talking about the snack. Anyway, oh, he's been he's so cute. Now I'm looking at him now and I'm just like, wow, I love my cat. I feel like we've had him for like 3 years. I don't know, like the cat age equivalent. He's already gotten so big. Like if you look at my Instagram, 1 year ago he was so small, and now he's like so much bigger. I don't know how cats grow, but like it takes them 1 year to get so much bigger. Anyway, back to me and YouTube, which is, what I do for a job sometimes. I think if I'm gonna be honest, I think my best video is my longest video. Cat's Day of Disasters. I know, fun title, very narcissistic of me. I say narcissistic, I use that term very loosely. Like, I think narcissistic is being so obsessed with yourself that I forget the story, but people called Oscar Wilde. Oh wow, my English. I'm an English minor. Hang on, no. Yeah. No, I think I'm an English major. Wow, I'm forgetting my own college degree. Wow, you're getting like a completely different side of Cat just because I'm not confined to trying to be kid friendly for YouTube. I don't expect my siblings to listen to this, but my siblings do watch my YouTube videos. So, gotta say PG-13 there. Also because Kelly said that she's now showing Bianca my vlogs, which is, even worse. Thanks, Kelly. I know you're listening. Why'd you do it? I'm still not gonna swear, though. I'm not someone to swear. Anyway, back to Cat's Day of Disasters. It took 5 months to shoot, edit, and release, which is, a pretty long timeline for a short film, if you ask me. Like, imagine that. Okay, imagine if it just took us 5 months to just shoot. That would be a month per minute. That's so dumb. That would mean like a normal movie would take a year to shoot. Anyway, I mean, I think it probably only took like 2 months to shoot, and the rest was editing because people were like, a lot of us were arguing behind the scenes, but I think that comes with it. It was our last year of high school. So we showed them all at graduation. We got a little prize at the end. It was like, just a couple of chocolates. I think a gift card to Olive Garden. Wow, stereotypical. But the story for Cat's Day of Disasters was super simple. I don't even know why I was the main character. It could have been anyone because it was basically just a random day in the life, but instead of everything just going like normal, everything goes wrong. I did my own stunts. Call me Jackie Chan. I did my own stunts. To be honest, they weren't as like would you say is this fun? Dangerous. They weren't as dangerous because it was just like drop your ice cream cone. Get your niece to projectile vomit on your t-shirt, or bump into your best friend and drop all of your carrot sticks. It wasn't very like exciting, like drop kick a perp or something. But my younger siblings found it hilarious, especially when we got my dog, my family dog. Oh my god, I miss him. Our family dog is called Bob. Bob Lexington the Third, I believe. I wanted just to call him Bob, but of course, Chelsea was watching some sort of like show or something where she was like, "Oh, I'm not going to do an impression of my little sister. I'm not." She's like, "Oh, Cat, we should name." By the way, her voice is not as low as mine, so it's really funny just like hear whatever she says in my voice. Right? So it's like, "Hey, Cat, why don't we give him the surname Lexington the Third?" I'm like, "Why the third, Chelsea?" She's like, "Because we had 2 foster dogs before this one." I'm like, "Yeah, but they weren't Lexington though." She's like, "And?" So we named him Bob Lexington the Third. Anyway, Chelsea and those are my siblings, by the way. Chelsea and Kai, my younger siblings. Their favorite scene in the film was definitely when Bob decided to poop on my bedroom carpet. It's not my bedroom anymore though, so who's laughing now? It's going to be Chelsea's in the future, I think. Yeah, starting next year, I think she's going to move out of their little kids' room. Wow. Why is my laugh so bad today? Probably because I am incredibly exhausted after recording an entire episode and then realizing my microphone isn't on. Again, just checking because you can't see me, but I've got dead eyes because I'm so done. But yeah, they found that scene hilarious. Also, the scene where Bianca decides she doesn't like her absolutely lovely, by the way, baby food that I cooked up. The vomit was actually, I think, just like oats, food coloring, real peas. That was the worst part, and real carrots. Ooh, it was bad. It smelled horrible, and it stained my shirt green. So I had to get a shirt that looked just like it. I'm glad I did, but I'm still really mad. I mean, it was a red shirt, so it didn't show up that badly, but even so, horrible. And if I think correctly, a lot of the like things were improvised. Like the part where I dropped my ice cream cone, that, yeah. Technically I wasn't meant to, but then I did. We were like, "Okay, let's just leave it in the film. Not even get another one." We were too shy to go into the ice cream parlor again and be like, "Hi, can we film again? She dropped her ice cream." So, I mean, I'm trying to remember. I'm so bad. It literally came out in 2018. I was 18 in 2018. I was born in 2000. I'm 20 now. Anyway. But yeah, we didn't really need a script. From the amount of bad luck I have, like, so talking about how I tripped earlier, yeah, I'm already clumsy. It was basically a biopic. But I miss seeing my friends. Like, a lot of people that were behind the camera, they're now doing like film things. Like Maria, she helped write the script and she's now doing film. I don't think Gabe. Oh no, yeah, Gabe was involved backstage, but he's, I didn't really know Gabe properly before San Francisco University. He was more like, oh, he's just another guy in the LGBT club that you organize. It's fine. Like, you're gonna become best friends. We became best friends. Anyway, I miss them. Like, we do catch up. We have Zoom calls. Gabe, I keep talking about Gabe. It's just because he's so clever. He came up with a murder mystery party on Zoom. It was so fun. Oh my god. Joan. She played. Sorry. I'm gonna use Joan's they them pronouns. Joan uses she and they pronouns. I'm just gonna use them because I don't know why. Just because I want to be respectful to Joan. I'm so sorry that I used she. I'm so sorry. I'm actually the worst. Oh my god. Anyway, Joan, they played the dead body, and it was so funny. Their dads, they kept coming in because they were like, Joan, play with your brother. Joan was like, Dad, Pop, kind of being dead here. Kind of being dead here. It didn't go well for like Sakura either. Sakura played a Russian, like a Russian spy or something. So she did this Russian accent and she kept falling out of it. Our accents were terrible for the entire game. I played an English socialite just because my dad's English. Like, come on. And Gabe made people from everywhere in Europe. Anyway, so Sakura played the Russian, and she kept breaking like her accent, her character. She kept like having to say vodka in a Russian accent, and her dad, he burst into her room because he was like, "Are you participating in underage drinking?" In a German accent. Her dad's German. It was just water. We were just drinking water. We keep our throats wet. My throat isn't wet. My throat is so dry. I'm still so angry that my microphone wasn't on. I'm trying to remember what else, like, which other countries had. Oh yeah, Alyssa played an Italian heiress. That was really fun because she kept like going on rants about pasta and meatballs and Venice and gondolas. I'm really just listing everything Italian. I'm so sorry to everyone from Europe. We were like completely taking the mickey out of your character. That's my dad's expression now. My English roots. I'm trying to remember which other like nationalities we had. Maria was a French person, and I think Suyang played the German, which is weird because Sakura is the one with the German dad. Anyway, let's move on. Talking about my LGBT friend group. Wow, transitions. Talking about my LGBT friend group. I am very open about my sexuality. As we know from earlier, I think I'm mixing this one up with the one that I recorded before I realized my microphone was off. I don't even know why I have a microphone. I could just be doing it with my headphones, but no. I have to make sure that I got a proper one for some reason. Anyway, I came out as a lesbian in like 2015. I was 15. Can you believe? If you want to know how, I have videos about it. If you're too lazy to do that, I made rainbow pancakes. My parents were pretty accepting. That's only because my sister Kelly, she's bisexual, so they had to come to terms with that. So then having to come to terms with the lesbian, I mean, it was a little bit harder because I don't like boys. Kelly does. Kelly has a boyfriend and a daughter. Wow, good job, Kelly. My niece is 3. Why am I congratulating her now? Anyway, but I now live with Maria, but I've known her longer than she's been my girlfriend. Fun fact, it's not great to fall for your mom's hairdresser's daughter. But try being a dumb lesbian. Do you know how long it takes us for a girl to for us to even realize a girl likes us back? I'm getting things so wrong. It took me so long. Oh my gosh. And then when I did eventually get to ask her out, we were 16 then. Her dad gave me you know how boyfriends they get if their girlfriend's dad is overprotected, they get a whole lecture don't get my child pregnant, don't do this, don't do that. I got that same thing from Maria's dad. Do you remember? She's not allowed to talk, but she's nodded her head. He gave me that same talk. And I was like, sir, can I call you Anton? No, Mr. Boa. A girl can't do that to another girl. And then he was like, well, just don't hold hands, don't kiss, don't hug. So we were only getting milkshakes. We were 16. It was a Sunday. It's not she's not gonna be sinful after church. Anyway, but yeah, we live together in San Francisco now, so it's fine. Everything is Gucci. But we live now here with Cheeto, and it turned out well. She's an awesome partner to be in quarantine with because our senses of humor seem to blend so well together. Sure, there is the occasional fight, but what do you expect? We're a couple. But they aren't bad. Did you cheat? Because you can't do that. Don't do that. Wear a mask, please. But yeah, they're mainly about Mario Kart. She beats me so many times. She's only been playing since the beginning of lockdown. I can't believe it. She chose my favorite. I usually choose Yoshi when I'm playing with my friends. She decided I let her have first pick. I'm a good girlfriend. I let her have first pick. I went with Toad because she picked Yoshi. I could have picked Rosalina. I could have picked Mario. Why would I wouldn't want to pick Mario. But I could have picked, I don't know, Princess Peach. But no. I picked Toad. You know the mushroom guy? Yeah. I picked Toad. But yeah, she keeps winning against me. Next time I'm gonna pick Rosalina unless she's listening to me. She's definitely listening to me. I didn't tell her. I told her she wasn't allowed to speak, but she's definitely listening. Anyway, back on track to why I wanted to start this podcast. Wow, that was the beginning of the episode. I got too lost talking to myself about myself. The reason I wanted to start this podcast was to find out more about the fabulous Instagram accounts that I follow. Dig a little deeper than the caption of the post. I know quite a few people have blogs now. Some people make vlogs like me, video blogs, baby. But my followers know everything, and you got to get to my level. Get your followers to know when your period is. I'm sorry if you are a cis male and you get uncomfortable with girls talking about their periods. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I keep laughing because I'm so angry at myself for not having my microphone off the entire time I recorded this the first time around. But what better time to start a podcast than now? It's lockdown. You've probably gone through the entirety of Netflix. You even watched the bad stuff. You've watched I don't know, Christmas Prince. I haven't watched a Christmas Prince yet. I've heard it's bad. I've heard it's good. But yeah, you can get distracted. You can cooking, baking, lovely. But I like to start a podcast, and we all need a little bit of laughter. And I'll brighten your mood if you join me every Monday for the podcast. I love your faces, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Hello, it is I, the producer. It's me, Norange. Hi. I'm an actual British person. Do you know how much I was angry when I figured out that my microphone wasn't on? I was livid. I have to, and this has to go up before 8 p.m. because otherwise this is gonna get too late for you. I'm so sorry. Maybe next time I'll get a guest. I know my friends have experienced interest about being a guest. I don't know if Teresa, Hope, if you're comfortable with your voices being on podcast platforms, it's just please be my guest before But like seriously, if you want to be my guest, please do. DM me on the Cat the Barbie Instagram. You know the handle. If you don't, go to my Anchor page. It's the link. But honestly, you should be coming from here anyway. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this first episode. I think they're mainly going to be like half an hour because I don't think you can listen to a doll talk about her life for a whole hour. Half an hour is fine. Also because Anchor stops me recording at half an hour and can't really rush to finish that one. But yeah, I really hope that you do, like, if you can't review this on your podcast app, please do like share this to your Instagram story, hype it up, tell people, oh hey, listen to this podcast. I live in the UK, so I can't like get sponsorships, which is why you didn't hear like this podcast is presented by Anchor, because even though it is, technically I'm not officially allowed to be sponsored by them. So yeah, if you enjoyed, please do share, tag me in it. And I will return to you with the next episode next Monday, hopefully at an earlier time. Goodbye.